Hello, this is Chiak. We are back with Riven. Possibly the last as we tried to figure out what is going on. What did I do? Okay, I shut something off. Okay. What did I do? Now, in here... Okay, we have... What's... I guess a book he was writing, or The Age to Escape. Oh, okay. Is there something here I can click, or... I can just... Okay. There are all these things I could look at, but there's no point. There's no point. Okay, before... I mean, he goes outside. See, my worry is that he goes outside... What's this for? Uh-huh. Okay, a sink. Come on.
Natsu? Shima? Shorate. Mata neta. Tagamem. San botegan shem. Fasi.
Okay. Who is that? Someone he loved. Gehn? Oh, okay, I'm not even gonna bother to try. I can't. I just see Gehn, and then all of this is just... I think this is husband here. Something to the love, the something me. Yes, beautiful. 100%. Okay, so that was his wife, who I'm gonna assume... Oh god, is there more reading? Is passed away now. Okay, before... Okay. Something that maybe belonged to his wife, or was a gift, or... this thing... Okay, I was about to say. Like, it's ticking and it's not letting me move. Okay, this is his bed. Okay, so this is where he sleeps. I don't know what that is. Okay, here's the... How long... Listen, Catherine's thing was very long. And actually, like, I'm recording the next day after recording the last set because my voice was actually absolutely wrecked from having to read Catherine's thing. Probably eating the salty popcorn beforehand did not help. Anyway, 1987, September 29th. I start this latest journal with astounding news. Catherine has returned to the 5th age. And though it sets my teeth on edge to say it, she has also vanished as quickly as she appeared. Stolen from me by the rebels. As my guard tells it, she linked into the fissure plateau cage, as I'd guess, when suddenly he was set upon by a band of rebels who darted him and spirited her away. I suspect the truth of the matter was that he was so dumbfounded at actually witnessing someone link in after all this time that he presented an easy target for whichever rebel had happened by at that moment. The damnable luck of it. He did get a good enough look at her, though, to verify that it was indeed Catherine. He also claims he inspected all of her belongings and found no linking book on her person. A fact which, if true, makes the question of why she's returned here all the more puzzling. While I am sick with frustration at having lost the only quarry that Cage has ever caught, I'm also filled with hope. She may yet provide me with a way back to Denis. It is true that I have managed, despite overwhelming odds, to break free of the confines of the Fifth Age and resume my mission to save my culture from extinction. But I fear that unless I am able to regain access to the vast resources that lie in the city's ruins, the tasks of reconstructing that great civilization will be impossible. If Catherine did bring a linking book with her, then I am halfway there. If not, then she is trapped in the Fifth Age, and I can assume that my emotionally crippled son will soon be along to rescue her. Either way, it is crucial to my plans that I find her soon. Her presence here now forces me to take the rebels more seriously. I should never have permitted them to survive this long. October 5th. Once again, the Great Mark has demonstrated its usefulness to me. This past week, the villagers have been most difficult to manage. Apparently, they have learned of Catherine's arrival, and their fear of this mythic beast has been all that has kept them in line. Had I known how truly useful these prodigious creatures would prove to be, I would have perhaps captured more of them while the local population was still plentiful. Although, to be sure, if these disturbances continue, my current pets will be in no danger of perishing for lack of nourishment. October 13th. The search for Catherine continues. I now deeply regret my mistake of having ever taught these primitive people anything at all about the books. It seems that with each passing day, I more surely realize the extent to which they are not ready for that knowledge. Not even in the simplified manner in which I had presented it to them. Their minds, adapted only to the exceptionally menial tasks of village life, were incapable of comprehending the art in all its complexity, and thus were unable to extract the essential underlying principle that are, ironically, so elegantly simple. It is obvious that much of the discord that exists between us stems from their failure to grasp the full meaning of the information I gave them. If they'd been able to gain even the smallest glimpse of the future I'd planned for them, then this conflict would not exist. The minds of children are much more malleable. With the proper instruction, they have developed a more appropriate posture towards the culture that gave them their lives. At times they take it to it almost as if they had a bit of Dean blood in them. Given the natives' inborn limitations, however, I'm quite careful that none gain a level of understanding that would permit them to sin against their future the way that Catherine did. How foolish I was to think that she could contain such knowledge responsibly, when it was quite clear that my own son could not. Atrus, still he remains one of the greatest disappointments of my life. I should never have left him with my mother. By the time I'd returned for him, he had already been poisoned as to all thoughts of Dean. Perhaps it was the only way that she could rationalize the fact that she had been responsible for the collapse of their civilization. So much destruction, so much great lives lost. The guilt must have been unbearable. I do have vague recollections of the love she had for my father and for our world. But ultimately, she was an outsider whose ignorance of the Dean became the catalyst for their demise. If I am able to rebuild our culture and in the process correct such crucial weakness, then perhaps what she did was ultimately necessary in order that a new era of prosperity might someday come to pass. Okay, this is the new year, 1987, January 4th. These last few weeks I have found myself frequently beset by images from the past. As I stood in the schoolroom today, I was reminded of my own childhood, the years I spent in the Bookmakers Guild, Father's immense pride at each of my small accomplishments there. He was an important man in the Dean world, but I can't bear to think of him for long. It's too much. I was too young to see such a thing. February 8th. I've got her. Late last night, I received word that Catherine was in the village attempting to persuade the people to join her. I lost 2 good men in the process, but I would have paid 100 times that number for such a prize. She's been taken to the prison island, where I've been attempting to gain some insight as to the reason for her presence here. I've had to fight the all but constant impulse to put her on the gallows. She has adopted the most infuriating stance of only answering my questions when she answers them at all in her native tongue. Even so, she is a poor liar. I am now quite certain that her return to Riven was unintentional, and that she brought no linking book with her. As far as her unwillingness to share with me the location of the moiety, we shall see. Without their leader, however, they are once again powerless against me. If Catherine's coming here was indeed an accident, then Atrus is bound to come for her. That is given. The question I must now consider is, how will he do it? It is likely that his hesitation has been due, at least in part, to this dilemma. One way... no! Oh my god. Okay. One way or another, though he'll have to bring a linking book to get back to Dean, there is no other way. Okay, June 20th. It's late and I cannot sleep. I've lost so much in my life. My people, my father, my son, and you, my wife, Keta. You were the only true kindness I have ever known. Watching you flicker there in the images, I sometimes wonder if you were real. If I could restore your life with my pen, I would do so in an instant and leave the rest of the world to their own wretched fate. July 30th. Damn these savages. I would be well advised to leave them all in the 5th age and begin again with a clean sheet of paper. A stranger has arrived on Riven with a linking book to Dean, and once again my useless minion was overtaken by the rebels. From what little I could decipher from his muddled explanation, it apparently occurred sometime this morning. The cage has been damaged, but it is no matter. Everything I need is here now. Atrus is certainly behind this, yet how could he be so foolish as to send someone here with a linking book? Such blatancy is unlike him. Could it be that he had the change of heart? After all these years, is he finally letting his poor old father go? No. He is only after one thing. Perhaps he should find her. For now, I need to wait and observe. Okay. So, we don't have anything about the code to her... And what's this one? Ah. Okay, well, we're done with that then. I guess there's only nothing else to do but to go outside because... Or not. Okay. I have to step forward. But... See, what's this? Because I turned it off, right? But I don't know what it's for. Obviously, it's like, mag power, thermal power. Okay, yeah. I figured we can't go outside, but... That leaves the question... How do we get her out? Because the thing was supposed to be in here. The combination. Okay, well, let's just turn this off. Okay, I'm gonna skip the cutscene. I don't know. I don't know what that does. Maybe we... Oh, maybe the linking books don't have power anymore. Ah, okay. Yeah, okay. So that was for the power for the linking books. Got it. Okay. Let's go back down. I'm just like... The solution is supposed to be here, right? To what? This is wife. Is there nothing we can click here? This is a little... It's a musical... Oh, god damn it. I keep I'm pressing exit. Is it... Like, I see this, right? But I can't click on this. Is there anything here I can click? There's nothing on the bed I can click. Was there something to do with this? Are those numbers on there supposed to be... I mean... Or is it the sound of that bell? Okay. If that is... Okay, let's turn the power back on. And then go back... to the prison island and figure out the cage. Really need to figure... Oh, here we go. Oh, okay, apparently I was already... My bad. Skip. skip. Not doing this. Ah, okay. Okay. So there was... Okay, well, actually, that's 1. That's 2. 3 is the ding. Okay, so let's go back. Ugh. Insert this every single time. Oops. Come on. And then I can write on my boogie board the solution. Okay. Skip. It took me so long. Just refused. Okay, so let's go back down. The bed is this way. Alright. So, I think they're already, it's 1 and 3, right? 1, 1, 3, 2... 1, 3, 1, 2 is what I heard. So, start that again, and there's a bit more after. Oh my god, this takes... I'm gonna have to press escape, because that winding down is annoying. 1, 3... 1, 3, 1, 2, 1. And skip that. 1, 3, 1, 2, 1. Okay. I think that's it. 1, 3, 1, 2, 1. Hopefully. So this, I need to face... Wait, what the hell's this? Where'd this come from? I didn't realize that was something I could click on. No, wait. What did I just click on? Where's that? Oh, that in front? Sorry, now I'm like, is there more I can click on? Or is that just random music that's gonna be playing? Okay, you need to stop now. Actually, I'm kind of curious. Can anything move? Okay, well, that's a no. Music's done. Sorry, I was so taken aback by the... Skip this. Click in. Exit. Skip. Okay, I see. So I couldn't actually skip yet. Right, so... 1, 3, 1, 2, 1. Ho ho! This just opens up to the other side. Okay.
We have to move quickly. Gehn's people may already know what's happening. Once we're back with the moiety, we'll have time to regroup. Can I see the book?
Don't touch it.
You did it. We're all free.
I mean, if someone else touches the book, he's gonna be let out,
We're
so...
captured again. But there still his followers. I'm not sure what I'll do once I realize he's gone. I'll have to get the villagers to safety as soon as possible. You go back to the Temple Island and reopen the fissure. I know it's risky, but it's the only way to signal Atrus. I'll try to make it back there as soon as I can, but don't wait for me. Don't forget, the portal combination's in my journal. Good luck.
And let you conveniently disappear as you... give you enough time to use the thing first, and... literally have to wait for her to just... Kind of wish that you could hear the sound of like the machine moving off in the distance. Literally, I cannot move still. I literally cannot move still. Either way, I have the fissure thing, the flap open, I just don't... Yeah, I can't even hear like the... Too bad. I kind of wish there's that sound effect. You can hear the thing. Okay, now we can go. You can hear the... What? Matt? The dome being put into use. I'm just gonna spam because... Honestly, me trying to... Okay, we don't need to see it. We don't need to see the entire slowing down of the thing. We've done it. It's done. Okay. Hopefully I did not need to know the... It's like, oh, what was the symbol on the prison one here? I'm like, wait, no. No one said this to be the case. Okay, wait for my mouse icon to disappear. Exit. 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 Okay. Why is it reset? Okay, whatever. We need to go back to Temple Island. No, this one here, right? Because that is our quickest way back. Hold on, just... Yeah. Okay. Alright, let's go to the fissure. Sorry, I let the animation play out because I didn't think it would be that long. Up we go. Oh, okay, you're taking a long time. Let's just go. Oh, what the? Okay, they reset everything, but we can make our way back. Okay. I mean, looking at the time, this is going to be a very short set. Did you guys didn't reset that? Okay. This is pulled down. Okay. I mean, I've opened it up already. Or am I... Do I further push it down? Okay. Okay, do I further push it down? Okay, that is a no. Can it go further up? Okay, so this is the star whatever thing. I mean, I opened it up. What more do I need to do? Oh. No, I didn't mean to close it. Damn it. Okay. Was I maybe supposed to press something at the... Okay. Put it down. Oh, okay, apparently that... Yeah, there's no point in pressing escape, it's just too quick. And I think that's as far as that can go. Oh no, that's not as far as it can go. Okay. This can't move. What's the... Did I not open the star fissure? Like, if she's talking about opening it up. How? Okay, Catherine, I'm gonna need to read your whole diary thing here. I think I know how it's done, but don't signal him before I'm released. Okay. So we need to go all the way to the... It's near the end, I believe. I mean, we'll know because we can see the... Well, I mean, I guess this is giving time for Catherine to... This down... Oh. What's... Is this like the specific placement it needs to be? Okay. I mean... Does this go any further? No. Oh, okay, apparently that's too... What's this part, though? Do I need to turn off some valves? Maybe I need to, like, turn off the valves or something. Oh, okay, never mind. Something is supposed to be here? Okay, so we need something here. Okay, hold on. But like... Or something to connect, or is it like the line... I'm not quite... Okay, maybe let's just... I didn't realize there's this section here. I mean, I don't know. Oh, goddamn it. Sorry, I pressed escape. Thing is, it's not like we can take objects. We don't really... The only things we've had in our inventory, so to speak, has always been just the books and messages, but... Okay, so I think this is just to view... Like, is this too far up, or... I don't know how far up this needs to be. I'm not quite understanding what, like, the slash and then... I'm assuming this is a close-up of something, but... I don't get what it is. Like, what is this close-up for? Because clearly I'm very lost on that. Okay, well, I guess this is not going to be a short set because, okay, maybe let's read more in the book. Atrus never believed in destiny. I owe to this. There's no choice. It's been a long time since the last entry. It's located on the island, which is Aleppo, meaning water pool, but which is referred to by Morty as, I can't even read that. Pool of Stars. Having once allowed Atrus to escape this age without leaving an open door behind us, it has since been sealed with a skin of heavy iron. A crude telescope has been mounted over a locked viewport, the combination to which was acquired by Morty. In the early days, Morty seeking an escape from the Riven briefly... Okay, this like, let's just stop. So what am I missing here? That's the thing. Like, do I just shove it all the way down? Okay. Do I seriously have to look this up? Because I don't think there's anything else for me to do here. Like, literally, what else can I do right now? Is there something, maybe, if I come at this from a different angle? I can't go forward. Can I go from the other side? No. Can I maybe go from behind? No. Okay, no. I don't know maybe if this angle, it does mean anything. Okay. Unfortunately, I am going to have to look this up because I'm very confused right now. We opened the port, but then nothing... It's not like anything happened. So clearly I'm misunderstanding something, or I'm not quite getting what the pictures want from me. This is as far as it can go. I would assume I need to just push this down. Okay, so we're in Tay, blah blah blah. Signaling Atrus, because that's the... Okay, so you need to unlock it again with Gehn's code. All linking books except the Temple Island linking book will have the screen pages ripped out. Oh, really? Catherine has set a path for us. All linking books except the Temple Island linking book will have the screen pages ripped out. She also put the cage back up. No detours for you. Exit the dome and follow the only path you can. She even retracted the little bridge in the big dome, preventing us from walking to Book Assembly Island. You may need to lower the set of stairs via the lever. Okay, set the signal. Okay. The telescope in the starting area should already be powered if you follow the proper guide. If not, you need to flip the proper valve. The lever button on... I mean, I'm assuming it's running because I can hear the steam. Even though technically I flipped a valve, but... The lever button on the right will let us move the telescope up and down. However, there are two things impeding us. Captain Journal mentions a stop. Oh, so there is something at the... Okay. Wait, so there's... Can we look closer? Oh my god, we can! Holy... Okay. This is why I love hotspots, because... See, I interpreted stop as in something else. So is that the only thing preventing us? Oh, okay. Hey man, maybe you shouldn't stand right beside the fissure. Or we could just stand here. Or we could just stand here. Person, character, move on. That's one way to signal him. We're gonna destroy the world. Oh, he's just casually strolling in. Nothing bad is happening.
There isn't much time. Where's Catherine? Where's the book?
Atrus!
I don't...
Okay, happy reunion. Guys, the world is being destroyed. If you could just move on, please.
The villagers are safely in the Rebel Age. I thank you.
As do I. You've accomplished more than I could have hoped for. You've given me back my life. The path home is now clear for all of us. This is where our paths must part. Perhaps we'll meet again someday. You know where to find me. Goodbye, my friend.
I'm sorry, where am I going? Wait, what? Excuse me? Was that Excuse me? I'm sorry, was the plan always for me to just drop into the star fissure? I am a bit lost. Or did Atrus just not literally...
Now I understand. Endings and beginnings are within the fissure. That riven cleft of stars that acts as both a wall and a bridge. And though I am unable to understand how, the very flow of stars that brought my Myst book into worthy hands, I am sure served as a safe passage home for my friend. The age of Riven is closed forever, but the people of Riven are free. And now I am at rest, understanding that in books and ages and life, the ending can never truly be written.
Okay, so Atrus did plan for that to end that way, that like, yeah, you what? This thing took me to the right place, so it'll do the same thing for you. I feel like that's a lot of faith, but okay. Okay, fine. Oh boy, music is very loud in my ears. Okay. Alright, so that was Riven. Clearly, I feel like this is either... I'm wondering in my head now if these games are better for me in terms of doing it on a live stream rather than a let's play, just because I, like, very clearly I need to give myself time to figure out if I didn't want to have to continually be going. I mean, some of those puzzles, especially, it's like I think the main thing is like this game, there's not really, I don't think there's that many puzzles, but you have two really big puzzles, quote unquote, but all the clues are expanding the entire environment, right? So really it's a matter of looking at all the little things in your environment and trying to piece it together. The only thing, I think the weakest, like, it was the fish silhouette for the animal puzzle. Like, that fish silhouette, like, obviously you're gonna tie it to the animal puzzle and the eyeballs because it's an animal figurine or has something to do with animals, what to figure it out. At the same time, it's so out of step with everything else that you've been looking at that it's just, why is this one incongruous with the entire rest of the puzzle, right? Like, that is really my only issue is like, there's no, why is this one different from the others? What is the logical reasoning? Like, how does this tie in just the story of how these puzzles were created and stuff like that? It doesn't make sense because it's so different from everything else in that puzzle. I think the bead ones, the turning on the power, that's fine. Obviously, it's a very it's definitely going to be one where like that would take the most amount of time because you're trying to explore and understand the context of what you're seeing and trying to piece them together. Other than that, I mean, there's a lot of... So I also think, like, there's not that many puzzles, but there's a lot of things you can look at. Like, at one point, it seemed like there's a grinder, which I thought we were going to have to, like, grind something up. But no, that was just an environment. There's a few things where, like, you can press and fiddle with things, but they have nothing to actually do with anything in the gameplay. I mean, mind you, this is, like, this game, 1997, so this is an old game. But yeah, I'm trying to think, because doing this as a Let's Play, I am allotted a certain amount of time, which is why playing this as a Let's Play, for me specifically, I really does not allow myself the time to just take the time to try to explore things, because I have to edit, quote unquote, or like, the schedule of how I put these videos out, I'm not really afforded that time to just take a long while to record and then cut out what I need to cut out. Which I really haven't done much cutting out. It's like, listen, I'm suffering, you're gonna suffer with me. But yeah, I think, so that is just the nature of the puzzle in the game, is like the entire environment and trying to put the clues together, particularly for the power-up puzzle, because there was a color aspect, there was a placement of where the power is going to be directed to. And then you have to consider the fact that you have to open up all the domes and get the symbol. I can't remember how that combines with the puzzle, but there was that aspect of did we have to do that? Did the symbols on, because when we're opening up the dome, we're stopping the spinning of the dome. How have we ever used the symbols? I'm trying to think of, because I remember the walkthrough saying, it's like, keep note of the symbol. But I literally cannot remember what context I may or may not have been using the symbols in connection with the power-up thing. I think it has to do with the colors, right? Unfortunately, all my notes have I was done with it, so... Oh wait, maybe did I write the notes actually on the post-it? Okay, so the symbols had to do with the color. Okay, because that's what... Yeah. So there are 3, maybe 4 separate aspects of the puzzles that we had to combine and put together, and that requires traveling all throughout the environment. So understandably, that is why that is the game's biggest and hardest puzzle. Yeah, I think really the weak link for any is the fish silhouette, just because the eyeball. I guess the eyeball in Ghen's office, because it was floating in ocean, that was somehow supposed to refer to the fish, but the silhouette on, again, it's how did this even come about? I'm assuming it's the Moradi who did that, but how did this come about? Why? How does? In what logical way does this connect with besides it being an animal? Because it's such a thin strand to connect those puzzle pieces together. That's the one I don't like. Because I don't see a logical reasoning of how it's such a weak thread to tie the things. It's because it's an animal, a silhouette of an animal, and we've been dealing with only animals in this entire thing. It's okay, fine. Everything else is eyeballs and the sounds, and this one is a silhouette on a telescope that I did not understand that we could actually rotate the telescope like that. Which, yeah, and some of those hidden paths are annoying. This is why I love the hotspots, because then you can see, it's I can click on this and be able to move, the hidden path to get the 4th eyeball. And I guess, closing the doors and realizing there are hidden passages. I personally wish there was a better way to notate that there was a hidden passage, that we had to close the door. Because the only way I could see that happening is if I accidentally close the door. I misclicked and I accidentally closed the door. I'm wait, there are passages on the side. It's the only way I see that solving that particular section of the game without using a guide. But mind you, the game is set up to be that way. So that's what it is. Which is why I say the fish silhouette. This is the one thing I really don't like. It just doesn't make sense to me of why this one is so different from everything else. Even if, yeah, I don't know. Because Wonderworld, yeah. I said enough about it. You get the point. I don't like the fish silhouette being tied to the first eyeball because there's no reason for you to tie it besides it being an animal. So, all right. So that was Riven. So I don't know. I'm trying to decide if I want to. I have Myst 3. Myst 3 is actually, I believe, the first Myst game I've ever played. I have that on a CD-ROM. It's been a long time. I have not played. It's been a long time since I last played that game. I didn't have any sort of context clues of the story of the game. I can't remember the story in the first game. And this one, so I guess Myst 3 from what I barely remember as a kid, is like us, because we went through the star fissure, and then mystery is wherever we landed, I'm going to assume. That's the only thing I can think of. But alright, epic story of Gehn, Atrus, and Catherine are resolved, I guess. And with that, thank you for liking if you liked. Thank you for commenting if you commented. Thank you for subscribing if you subscribed. And thank you for simply clicking on this video. Until next time, guys. See ya!